welcome to my channel. If you've been here before, welcome back, and if not, then just welcome. I hope you enjoy this reading today. So, obviously, if you've been here on my channel before, you've noticed now that this is a very different format of my reading. I do not show myself on camera. It's not something that I'm comfortable with, but lately I've been actually thinking more and more about showing my face and maybe doing readings this way where it's not just a top-down view of the cards. This also gives me a way to introduce myself as a YouTuber, as a tarot reader, and be like, this is me, this is who I am, I don't have any makeup on, I know I don't have the proper lighting, but I'm working on it, okay? I'm working on a new setup, I'm working on getting my channel back into gear, and I'm just feeling a lot more creative and bold, and I kind of feel like it's not just for me, like this is a very different reading, this is a very different feeling between what I need to do and the reading that wants to come through today. But I do think we share a similar message of being more creative and bold. And you'll see why as we get more into the reading. So, I was sitting here, I'm in my bed, okay? Like I said, I'm still working on a new setup. Also, comment down below if you kind of like this setup where it's me actually showing myself and talking, if that feels more personal, for you. I might still, from time to time, do a top-down view of the readings, but, yeah, I think I'm actually feeling okay showing who I am and doing, and again, I feel like that's a message for this general reading anyway, for somebody like you who needs to hear this. But yeah, I'm sitting on my bed. I don't have the proper lighting. I have a mess on the desk that I usually film or record at, and maybe that's your energy too right now, where you just kind of feel like things are a little bit of a mess, you're trying to figure things out. We did just also, we also just get through having a big, powerful shift in energy, because we just had a super full moon, and as I'm recording this, it is 12:20 a.m. here in the US on my time. So it's November 12th, but we were just dealing with the 11:11 portal as well, so we have energy from that too. There's a lot of shifting going on in energy for everybody, and I feel like everybody's experiencing it in different ways. So I think for me personally, and maybe you relate to, where it's like I've got a lot of shifts going on in my life right now, there's a lot of change, and some of it's a little bit messy, and I'm just trying to figure things out, okay? And one of those things is I'm trying to figure out this channel again, and possibly even doing a little bit more with it, which I don't want to get into just right now, just because I'm still trying to figure that out and trying to process that feeling. Also, sorry if you heard something in the background, my cat's doing something. He's fine, but I think he's a little hyper right now. He's an orange cat, so kind of forgive him. He's lost the brain cell. He's not using the brain cell tonight. Okay, so let me stop rambling, because now we're close to 5 minutes as I'm recording this. And let's get into what I channeled for this general reading. So it first started with me actually picking out this pen. Again, I know the lighting's bad, but it's actually a purple pen. And lately, when I've been either channeling or I actually have a manifestation journal that I've been manifesting, and especially during this time, with the super full moon, and then the 11/11 portal. Maybe you're somebody who was doing that too. And if you haven't manifested yet, still take the time with this energy. Sit down, manifest. You can really manifest at any time. I feel like this energy is still lingering, so like definitely sit down, manifest what you want. And I feel like that energy is still going to help bring that in for you even stronger. Okay. But speaking of the with the purple pen, this makes me think of the third eye chakra, which is right here. And I'm just like, okay, so intuition, and I really have this sense of knowing. You have this knowing about something. And so I'm trying to figure out, okay, what is it that we know? And I was drawn to picking out this deck, and this is just the empty box at the moment, but the threads of the soul. And I love that we actually have an eye up at the top here, and then with the moon, thinking of intuition and knowing. Okay, so I was very drawn to what it said at the bottom of the box, and it says to explore, rewrite, and reclaim your story. So that kind of makes me feel like it's a message from Spirit saying to just reclaim who you are, reclaim your story. And then on the side of the box it says, weave your memories, myths, and dreams into a story that heals. So memories and dreams, I'm thinking like memories of the past, what has served you, what has not served you, what do you want to keep in your life and move forward with, what do you want to leave behind. For your dreams, following your dreams, maybe somebody has told you that your dreams aren't good enough, or they're bad, or stupid, whatever. Don't listen to them. Follow your dreams. Even if you have to take that dream and weave it into something different. And I kind of feel called to explain a little bit about me in that regard. I went to college for film. Okay, I always have really been a creative person. I was a creative child. I did band, choir, I did dance for 15 years. I joined drama in high school. And I probably did a bunch of other artistic things too that I'm not thinking about at the moment, but those were the biggest things that I did growing up. And so I've always viewed myself as an artist, and this is something that I've been working with very recently, where art is what I know. Okay? And I guess maybe that's part of the knowing, if you're resonating with that. This is what I know about myself, and it's what serves me. But recently, as I've been trying to, well, not just recently, but after college, trying to trying to form a career in film specifically, just was not clicking for me, no matter how hard I tried. And it kind of became this thing of like I was trying to force it to happen, because I thought it would happen, and it's not, and then, or it wasn't, and yeah, I couldn't let that go. And then I have other things happening in my life, and it's like, and I'm still trying to balance odd jobs on top of what I want, and it was just getting a lot of, just really hard. And then I have other things, like life-changing things that have happened as well, that I won't get into. But recently I've been discovering that my purpose, my soul's purpose, and this kind of gets a little bit astrological, following the North Node and the South Node in my birth chart, which, if I remember, I will go ahead and link something down below where you can discover your birth chart, and you can see what your own north node and your own south node, and maybe I'll make a video about that at some point, explaining the north node and the south node and what that means for you. But yeah, I'll put a link down below if I remember to do so. If not, then go ahead and look up natal birth chart in Google or whatever browser that you use, and something should pop up where you can discover what your birth chart looks like, and you can see all of the signs and planets and where they fit in to make you you. And the one that I'm thinking about specifically does give descriptions down below about what things mean. But my sole purpose is not just serving myself, but also serving others. So it's trying to find this balance between serving myself, serving others, and helping me feel more fulfilled. Okay. So maybe that's something that you relate to. And if not, that's perfectly okay. Okay, we all have our own unique story, our own unique learning in this lifetime. Okay. So I feel like that's what we're trying to do, and we're trying to weave our story, trying to weave our soul's purpose. I hope this is all making sense. I know I'm kind of rambling a little bit. Okay, but I'm hoping this is all making sense. So explore, rewrite, and reclaim your story, reclaim your energy, reclaim your soul's purpose. Okay. Yeah, and then weave your dreams, weave your memories, myths, and dreams into a story that heals. And so weaving that soul's purpose into something that heals your dreams and stuff like that. So like, for instance, with my dream always being film, I'm thinking of like still being able to incorporate that. I'm recording this video right now. I'm aware that I don't have a great lighting because I don't have the right equipment. Okay. But the thing is that I know what I need to do to record these videos, to edit them, to do other things, with them that I may plan to do. And then trying to discover the thing that I'm not quite ready to talk about just yet, because again, I'm still trying to figure it out. But like trying to form both my creative aspect in film and tarot into one thing to help serve others, to help serve on this YouTube channel, to help serve in other ways that I'm trying to figure out and trying to think about and piece it all together. And it really has taken like a bit of like a whoa moment of how all of this is happening for me, because I never thought I would be here, sitting here, showing my face, talking about tarot, talking about soul's purpose, talking about a channel message. This is not what I thought, but you know what? I'm sitting here, and even though I'm a little uncomfortable and I'm nervous, it feels right, and I'm challenging myself. And now I'm like, I'm starting to see that click happen. So don't be afraid of making new dreams. Don't be afraid of taking an old dream and morphing it into something else. Okay? So that's kind of what I'm saying. Again, I hope that all makes sense. But when I looked at myths, okay, because all of that, what I just said, came through right now. Myths is what stuck out to me when I was trying to channel this message. And it makes me feel like the word myths, and this may not be what the author of, this deck, the Threads of the Soul, intended, but for this message specifically, myths felt like it meant lies that have been possibly told about you. Okay. Stories that aren't true, things like that. Words, and I wrote this down, words others have said but aren't true. Spirit is encouraging you to turn away from correcting those words to other people, because sometimes people will just believe what they want to believe, or it's just going to go in one ear and out the other, okay? And I wrote, some don't get the whole story because maybe they're closer. Let's put this into perspective, and this could relate to you, but it doesn't have to, okay? Just take it as it resonates and put it into what's happening with you. You have this friend that you've known for a long time, but then you find out that they're actually talking about you behind their back. And there are these other friends that maybe you're kind of friends too, but they're closer to this person who you think is your friend. And so they're just going to believe what your friend is saying. They're not going to come to you and get your side of the story because they don't want to believe you. They want to believe your friend. Okay? So Spirit says that is on them to not come to you and get the whole story. Okay? That is on them, not you. And then I wrote an underline, focus on you and your healing. Move on to better people and a better life. Okay? Don't keep people around who are just going to hurt you. Don't keep people around who don't serve you, okay? You need to move on and focus on you and do something better for yourself. Focus on your life, okay? So I know that goes a little bit backwards into me talking about my purpose and not so much serving myself but serving others, okay? But this is kind of different, okay? This is a very different energy where these people who you have in your life, they're not here to help you, okay? So you can definitely take it as, like, if you relate to what I was just saying about what I feel like my purpose is, you need to step away from them to serve you for a moment, figure out your purpose, so then you can serve others who actually do care, who actually will listen, okay? Things like that. And then that kind of made me go back to the knowing thing, and I wrote, you know you need to move forward. Leave the past in the past. Leave certain people in the past. Move forward, okay? And so now let's get into some cards. I'm going to show you, because I have some new decks here that I was just shuffling because they're newer, so I'm just trying to, like, shuffle them. Kind of like what you would do with just, like, a playing card deck, shuffle them, because so you don't have everything in order. And some cards were already starting to pop out. And the first deck that I was actually shuffling was the Threads of the Soul deck. And I have 5 cards here that wanted to come out, but there was one card in particular that actually wanted to show itself. And what we have is the Trickster. And what it says is, where in your life do you experience self-sabotage or unexpected challenges? What lessons are hidden in these moments? So not only do I feel like, when we're talking about that friend who may be speaking about you behind your back to other people, I feel that's the trickster energy, okay? I'm also thinking, for some of you, this is coming through, it could be your own self, like imposter syndrome, trying to trick you into thinking you're not good enough, okay? You're not special enough. you're not talented enough, anything like that, anything negative that's popping up in the back of your head. That's the trickster. Okay? And then we've got that self-sabotage coming through. Unexpected challenges could be that energy with like the other friend. So Spirit is just questioning, or having you question yourself, what lessons are hidden in these moments? And it could very well be needing to leave certain people, certain circumstances in the past to move forward. We need to learn to detach from that, let it go. Even if this friend, has been a childhood friend for a long time, you need to let it go, okay? So let's go ahead and look at some other cards that wanted to pop up too. So I think the next thing that I was shuffling was actually some tarot cards. And the one that showed upright was the Ten of Cups, but it came up sideways. And this is a new tarot deck for me. Actually, it came up this way. And what it says on the side here that I thought was very interesting, because and I did not plan this, but I did talk about manifestation when we first started, right? It says, final manifestation, completion, the result of true will. So maybe you have been manifesting. And maybe some of you have been manifesting unknowingly. But the biggest word that came out for me was completion. The result of true will, okay? Whether you have been knowingly manifesting or not, know that, especially when this is the, Ten of Cups, okay? If you've been manifesting what it is that you want, and we're also talking about letting certain people or circumstances go, leaving that all in the past. When you do that, you are emotionally going to feel more fulfilled. You're going to emotionally feel so much better. There's this healing energy, okay? And literally, when we have it upright, and this is what I'm feeling, even though it showed itself to me on the side, I'm really feeling so much positivity of this, of what is to come for you. So, belonging, happiness, lasting success, home, feeling blessed, generosity, contentment, family. If it's reversed, we have dissipation, pity, quietness, waste, arguments, disunity. Do we want to stay in that energy? No. We want happiness. Okay, so what is it that we need to let go so we can reach that happiness? And we can leave this trickster energy behind, whether it's an actual person or it's your own energy with imposter syndrome, things like that. What is that? Okay, we don't want to stay there. We don't want to stay in that trickster energy. We also have something else that popped up was scythe, and this usually makes me think of like cutting away negative energy. Yeah, that's coming through for me. For you guys, needing to cut away that energy. We also have Rider that popped up, and literally as I was shuffling this deck, because I did see this card at the top, but I was still shuffling because I just wanted to make sure things were out of order, get a fresh new start to the cards, get a fresh new energy in these cards, and then the Rider still popped up. Okay, I was even thinking, I'm just like, ooh, actually, that Rider card feels like it fits in, and then it just fell right out of the deck. So this is definitely for you guys. This is actually, I don't think it's associated with this card in tarot, but it is making me feel like the Knight of Cups, and I feel like there's this momentum. Okay, we're going to be getting some momentum. Maybe this reading is actually helping you. to move forward emotionally to what is going to help heal you. So a lot of healing energy in this when we have the water signs pop up. And then lastly, the card that wanted to show itself to you. We do have other cards, but I just wanted to show the cards that wanted to show itself to you first. We have express your creativity in a way that is fun. Okay, and I really love that we've got this mermaid card. We have the mermaids, we have the water, talking about water energy, healing. We've also got this creativity, and we were talking about how like maybe there's somebody or even your own mind telling you that you are not good enough with whatever it is you want to do. It doesn't have to be something artistic. It can really be anything. But you are good enough. Okay, that's what Spirit wants to tell you. You are good enough. Express yourself. Okay, don't let others hold you back. Don't hold yourself back. Okay, we need to embrace who we are. So let's go ahead, look at our other tarot card that wanted to fall out, and you have the Fool. You have the Fool. Spread your wings and fly. I love that it says that for you. Anticipation, wonder, curiosity, awe, new journey, care is needed, and potential. I love that. But spread your wings and fly. Yeah, start that new journey. Do something that maybe you're curious about doing something. Maybe you're curious about like a new dream. Leaving an old dream behind. That's okay too. You don't have to do what I'm doing, where I'm trying to merge an old dream and a new dream together. For some of you, you may just need to, or you feel the need to, just start something brand new, and that's okay. But yeah, Spirit is encouraging you to be like the Fool here and just step into this new wonder, this new bliss, this new curiosity. Okay? Yeah, spread your wings and fly. We've got beginnings, endings, and innocence. So, yeah, it's a beginning and ending period, especially we're still, as I'm recording this, in Scorpio season. And so we're talking about big transformations, okay? We're also, at least where I'm at, it is fall. And so with fall, we're kind of getting into this endings period. And we've got winter, and then we're going to be getting into spring, where everything's starting to bloom. We've got new beginnings, okay? So this is the time where endings are happening. So let's end things that don't serve us, move forward, get into spring, and we're going to be able to embrace these new beginnings, even more, okay? So let's go ahead and look at more, because I'm really curious to see what else we have here. And I like that the Threads of the Soul deck has an eye on the card too, and it definitely makes me think of that third chakra with your knowing. I think you really do know what you need to do. You're probably hearing that voice in the back of your head, not just the possible imposter syndrome voice telling you that you're not good enough, but there's a different voice. There's the real you, okay, is trying to tell you. Your intuition is trying to tell you what you need to do. So you know what you need to do. Listen to that voice. Don't listen to the negativity. Listen to you. We got the lost child. What part of you feels vulnerable or in need of care? How can you show yourself kindness? Look at that. So a lot of things on this card for me that are popping out. We've got this person on a path, a very long path, okay? And we may not even know what is at the end of that path, and that's perfectly okay. We don't need to know everything, okay? But we do need to know how to take care of ourselves. So what can we do to show ourselves kindness? I'm also really liking that here in the corner we've got this ladybug, and ladybugs are blessings. Ladybugs are luck. Luck is on your side. Blessings are on your side. Don't be so afraid. Okay, we may feel a little lost now, but once we release this negativity, we're going to be able to move forward a lot easier. Don't be afraid, okay? Don't be afraid. I know it's scary, but it needs to happen in order for you to grow. Okay, this is all about growth and spirit wanting you and even your higher self and your inner you, okay, the one that speaks the truth, just wants you to be your best self, and they want you to succeed, okay, because you want to succeed too. Don't hold yourself back, and don't let others hold yourself back or hold you back, you know what I mean. We also have the worn shoes. Where have your experiences taken you? What wisdom do they hold? Okay. So maybe we need to do some reflection on the past, how we got to this point. Something that is worn is what I'm hearing. Worn and old. It's going back to that energy of what you need to reflect and really process and think about what no longer serves you and what you don't mind taking with you along the way. Okay, it's kind of like I'm kind of imagining somebody going through, like somebody making this big move or something, or just trying to like clear out their dusty attic, clear out a closet that they know they have some old stuff in, and looking through boxes and bins and chests and all this stuff that's just collected dust over the years, and just going through it all and being like, why do I even have this? Why do I still have this? I don't need this anymore, but somebody else may need it. Okay, and then you have this big yard sale, or you donate it or whatever, and and you give it away. You give it away, or you release it completely. Okay. And then we also have the Tower. Are you isolating yourself or feeling trapped? What is keeping you in this high place, and how might you climb down? A lot of things with this card. Okay. So are you isolating yourself or feeling trapped? Definitely goes with the energy we've been talking about. Imposter syndrome, somebody else holding you back. What is keeping you in this high place? Is it yourself? Is it the words of others? It's not true. Okay. Maybe there's somebody, I'm hearing this too, maybe there's somebody who is jealous of you and is trying to keep you, I was going to say try to keep you down, but if we're talking about the tower card here, blocking you from coming down and exiting this tower so you can embrace the world and feel free and express who you are. Okay, so how might you climb down? How are you going to get past this person or yourself, even if you are the one that's holding you back? And then we have the Enchanted Castle. I like that we got that along with the Tower. Are you in a place of comfort or stagnation? These definitely go together. What keeps you here, and what might help you move forward? That's what we've been talking about. Okay, look how pretty this card is. So, let me actually put them together, because I feel like they definitely do go together. Especially if it's a tower attached to a castle. Okay, staying inside keeps you in stagnation, but we need to find our way through the door and embrace the kingdom. It kind of makes me think of like okay, I'm gonna actually use this. Thinking about King Henry VIII and how he was striving to have a son, and he actually did not allow his son to really go out, which actually harmed his son, because then his son was not actually being exposed to the world for his own health. And as his son got older, I think after his death, after King Henry VIII's death, I mean, also correct me if I'm wrong in my history, but this is what I think it is, and I think it fits with this reading. King Henry VIII passed. His son was only king for a little while because he actually got very sick, I think in his early teens, and passed away. Okay, so we don't want to stay in this castle. We don't want to stay in this stagnation. We don't want to stay trapped. That's only hurting you. And if there's this other person who wants to keep you in this castle, that's not good for your health. Okay, so think about it that way. That's not good for you. That's not good for your future. That's not good for your health. You need to step out, embrace the world, and feel alive again. Okay? Yeah, definitely feel alive. Imagine you like taking this breath of fresh air and just going, finally, I've made it out. And you're looking around the world and it's just so beautiful. You're hearing the birds, you're seeing flowers, you can smell them, you feel the sun on your face. Okay, because we need to embrace who we are, embrace your creativity, embrace your dreams, weave your dreams if you need to. Let's go ahead and look into some other cards here. I love it. We got Child. Okay, this is a very innocent card. Embrace your inner child. Embrace that innocence, playfulness. I'm hearing feeling young again, beginning again. Yeah. This is the energy you're going to step into when you express yourself and set yourself free from the negativity. And you're going to feel so good about it. We also have Cross. This makes me feel like it's a duty to yourself. You are stepping into your destiny, stepping into your fate, but also we have the word burden. Okay. And it kind of feels like this negative energy is a burden. It's weighing on you. Yeah, and so when we have that with the Scythe card, we need to cut away that burden. And then when that cuts away, we're going to be in this playful energy. Okay. Be in this playful energy, and it kind of feels like you are yourself again. And then we also have Whip. Okay, so there may be some conflict, okay, as you let this negativity go. Again, if it's a person, like a real person, or if it's your own thoughts. And sorry for the shaky camera. My cat is going underneath the tablet table. Give me one moment. Come on, Kyrie. There you go. And I want you to make my laptop fall. Okay. So there's going to be conflict no matter what. And this burden, this negativity, is probably going to try so hard to stay in your life. You don't need it. Okay? You're gonna just cut it away. Putting in the hard work for yourself, physical activity, maybe some of you are going to actually be like working on your physical health, like actually like going to the gym, going on walks, jogging, things like that. If that's something that you have felt called to do, like if it, that could be part of your knowing, you're gonna like crack that whip on yourself to be like, all right, let's get going. And you gain that momentum. All right, the momentum to heal yourself. It could also be cracking that whip to, if it's not something for your physical health, it's for your emotional health, it's for your creative work, it's for your dreams. Okay? I don't really like saying this word on my channel, but because it's on here and I feel called to do that, maybe for some of you, to say this for some of you. We've got pain and we also have abuse. So if that resonates with you, cut it away. Crack that whip to let it go. Okay? To stand up for yourself. Stand up for yourself and let that go. We don't need that, okay? And then I'm also, interesting. We have forked road. Direction, change, options, free will, choice, opportunity, alternatives, multiple choice, the moment of truth, crisis, possibilities, turning point, change in circumstance. Okay. You may feel like you're at a crossroads. Do you keep the same path that you've been on? Or do you embrace this new path that we've been talking about, where you have a brighter future if you just let certain things go? Okay. And I'm very curious about this person standing with their fingers crossed behind their back. I feel like right away that came from that negative energy. Maybe you've had promises that maybe kept getting broken. But I'm also getting mainly that this is a promise to yourself. But it being behind your back kind of makes it feel like you're not embracing that promise. Again, it could be that inner knowing of what you need to do, but you haven't fully set that promise to yourself. Okay, so we need to embrace that promise so we can take that new path. We're not on the same old path and repeating the same old patterns with the same old people, with the same old energy. Okay? And then we also have labyrinth. So we got forked road and labyrinth. Lost, delayed, complex, contemplate, it's complicated, going inward, spiritual quest, deliberation, long way home, problem to solve, catch-22, a situation to sort out. Yeah, okay. It's not, maybe this isn't for all of you. Maybe for some of you, this forked road, maybe it's an easier choice for some of you, but it's more complicated for others. And maybe you know the right steps to take, but it's complicated with your current situation. Okay, I think we want to get a little bit more on this one because I feel like for some of you, it is an easier step. Okay, you just take that right path and you can easily, maybe not easily, maybe a little bit more easily than this, if this is what you resonate with more, the labyrinth rather than the forked road. You're going to have, if you're on this road, you're going to have an easier time letting that negativity go. If you're on this labyrinth, it's more complicated than that. Maybe you're living with certain people and you can't really escape, or you feel like you can't really escape, so it's harder. Okay. But Spiritual Quest kind of really makes me think of what I was talking about with soul's purpose. Going on this complicated journey to find that purpose is what I'm getting from that. We need to go inward to really discover who we are. Maybe for some of you, you need to do that birth chart thing that I was talking about and really read what it all means. Yeah, let's get a little bit more on the labyrinth card. Actually, I want this deck. Get a little bit more into the threads of the soul. So why is this so complicated? Okay, so we've got Stork. Oh, Stork. I picked up the wrong. Yep, I picked up the wrong deck. Oops, my bad. Both decks have an eye on them. But we have, from that deck, Stork and Woman. Ooh. Woman also has a magnet on it. I actually was thinking this. Okay, so this woman, because I was thinking this, but I wasn't certain. This woman looks like they're reading tarot, right? Maybe for some of you, you are wanting to get into tarot, or maybe even just a different faith or religion that's different from the rest of your family, for example, okay? Maybe you're still living with this family, like if you haven't moved out of your parents' house yet or something like that, okay? Yeah, it's complicated. We got the Libra sign here that I was really drawn to looking at, and Libra is talking about balance, okay? Libra is usually shown, like if it's imagery, you're usually seeing that with the scales. So it's just trying to find a balance in your life. Magnet, you're being pulled into this direction. You feel that pull. Okay, you feel that calling, you feel that purpose. And that's helping you lead through the path, the path of the labyrinth. But because, yeah, it's just complicated. But you're going to go through this labyrinth regardless. And you're going to reach this, okay, what you believe in. So maybe it's not even something spiritual or religious, it's just, for looking at spirituality and religion, it's talking about what you believe in, what you have faith in, and yeah, whatever it is you believe that is different from those around you, you're going to end up there regardless, okay? We just need to embrace that. And we have Stork. I love this. Okay, yeah, we have Stork. Stork is making me think of new beginnings, because what do storks do in, like, if a parent is talking to their child about how a baby is born, and they're not quite ready to talk about the true facts with that child. You hear that storks deliver the baby, right? That's where my mind's going. Delivering new beginnings. And we still have that child card, okay? Innocence. I'm also really liking on this card, we have steps. And we have the word new. We're climbing up the steps. We're going forward to something new, something better. I'm also seeing here on the corner, this symbol means the sun. Positivity. That big yes moment. The big light, something that lights you up. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, regardless of how complicated, maybe that's something that you've been questioning, and why you're delayed, is that for some of you, it feels like it's too complicated of a path, so why bother taking it? Again, don't listen to that negativity. Even though it's complicated, know that if you take that new path, it's going to lead to such a brighter future. It's going to lead to this new beginning. And you're going to be so happy about it with this new start. Okay, so... oh, wow, that's a lot that came out. Alright. We're just going to go with it, okay? And then, I kind of feel like we're going to be wrapping up this reading pretty soon. It went a lot longer than I thought it would. But we have the Hidden Village. What part of yourself remains unseen or unexplored? How might you rediscover this hidden piece of your identity? Spirit's really coming at you with the big questions. We have the Warrior. Where in your life are you being called to be? Courageous? Oh, sorry. Where in your life are you being called to be courageous? What inner strength do you need to harness? Okay. The envious rival. In comparison or jealousy affecting your self-worth, how can you redirect this energy towards self-growth? Yes. The Shapeshifter. Are you adapting too much to please others, or is it flexibility serving you? Where do you need to stand firm? The Magic Mirror. What truth are you avoiding? What would you see if you looked at yourself with honesty and compassion? I love that. Look at yourself in the mirror, and what is it? Because, trying to tell somebody else that you love and care about to be more positive about themselves, not as hard as, on themselves. Think about what it is that you would say to your loved one. What would you say to them to make them feel better? Say that to yourself. Sorry, I had a cut there because I got interrupted. I'm going to kind of talk a little quietly because my husband is trying to go to sleep. So we ended with the Magic Mirror, talking about what kind of positive things would you be talking about with, yourself, looking in the mirror, being honest and compassionate with yourself, okay? Definitely compassionate with yourself, okay? And then we also have the Golden Key. What opportunity or insight is just out of reach? What inner resource can unlock the next step? Spirit is encouraging you to unlock that door. So, like, if we're at a crossroads or in a labyrinth, doesn't matter, okay, how complicated it is. Let's say there's a door in whatever path you are on. Are you going to unlock the door to negativity, or are you going to unlock the door to a better future? It may feel like it's out of reach, and to be honest with you, that's okay. Like if we are, this one. When we talked about this very long path, this long uncertain path, we don't know the ending, okay? It's okay. It's okay to not know. It's not okay to not try. It's not okay to keep letting others, or even yourself, tear you down. Okay? So are you going to take the door? You're going to unlock the door that's going to keep tearing you down, keep you in this negative aspect. You're going to open that door to a new beginning. Okay? Baby steps. I'm going to end this reading here with this other card. Ooh. Love this for you. We got safe travel. Okay. For some of you, this could be literal travel. Getting out of that sticky situation, that complicated situation. Possibly maybe like a new job opportunity where you need to relocate. But most of all, this is about, sorry, I got some multiple cards here that want to fall out. This is about, no matter your journey, it's going to be safe. Okay, you are protected. Spirit is with you. Your guides are with you. Whoever, it doesn't matter who you worship, who you work with, doesn't matter. Okay, they are protecting you. You are so divinely guided during this time. Okay, we have willpower. Finding that willpower again to move forward. Okay, we've got Luna. We were talking about mystery with the moon. I'm talking about mystery with that uncertain path. There's going to be mystery in this. That's just kind of how life goes, okay? And maybe that mystery is scary. You need to step forward on that path anyway. You need to do it anyway. Okay? Have courage. There is good fortune at the end of all of this. Good fortune for you. I think even along the way, really, as you embrace who you are and move forward, expressing yourself, moving forward in that better future, taking those baby steps. Even if, and I've said this before on my channel, even if you take 2 steps forward and 1 step back, you've still taken a step forward. Because then we take 2 steps forward again, and now we're even a little closer, even if we take another step back. Okay, so that's just kind of how life goes. You are going to find some difficulties along the road, but you're also going to still find good fortune. I even said that with the ladybug. I forget where that, there she is. With the path, right? Luck is on your side. Good fortune is on your side. Don't be afraid. Have courage. Have courage in the mystery. Okay, you've got this. You are protected. Okay, so that's really what Spirit wanted to say to you guys today. I know this is a pretty long video, so sorry I did not intend it to be this long, but there was just a lot that needed to be said in your message today. So I hope that resonated with you. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for coming by and watching. Please leave a comment down below if you resonated with this. Give me a like, subscribe. You can also follow me on TikTok as well. And yeah, that is all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much, you beautiful souls, for coming by, and I hope you have a blessed day. Bye.